Purchase your tracks today.
Like nothing you have ever seen, and not a one of you is prepared for.
Hey YouTube, how you guys doing tonight? We'll do another quick video real quick. I saw a video that Brother Daryl shared, and it's crazy, but I got a clip out of this video, but I want to show you guys. I did a video about the storm that's coming this fall, and this is basically just a warning to the Jew. You know, I did a video earlier about the Negroes being the Jews and the minorities basically being the lost tribes of Israel. And this is proof that those are the groups of people that the synagogue of Satan and the kings of this world have always targeted, is those people. Like right here, where in Psalms 14, chapter 4, where it says, "Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread." So they kill and slaughter God's people like they're eating bread. And it even, if you go down to verse 6, it talks about, "Ye have shamed the counsel of the poor, because the Lord is his refuge." These people, the synagogue of Satan, the Bill Gates, just the leaders, they are targeting Jacob, Israel. And this video that I'm going to show you guys, it'll blow your mind, which I'm hoping YouTube doesn't take it down. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a warning, and also to all my Gentile brothers and sisters, anybody that gets left behind, they're going to be slaughtered too, because it's the Great Tribulation as well as Jacob's trouble. But it's coming. I'm going to share this video with you guys. You guys share it and upload it, whatever you need to do. But anyway, you guys take care. Have a blessed night.
People aren't paying attention, and I'm giving a special alert, man. This is what they've been talking about. This is what they are saying.
You know, here in the United States, really, it's going to be Black people who really should get it first, and many indigenous people, as well as people with underlying symptoms, and then elderly people. They're the ones who all deserve to get that vaccine first.
Animal testing is a must for any.
They are wanting to give the vaccine to minorities first, and this is why they've been pushing this census down everybody's throat this year, making sure everybody fills out the census so they can get the current data. Listen to what this guy says. This is the governor of the state of New York. Listen to what he says.
We did the research in New York City because that's where we have the predominance of cases. But it is going to be true in every community across this state and across this nation. You tell me the zip codes that have the predominantly minority community, lower income community, I will tell you the communities where you're going to have a higher positive, and you're going to have increased spread, and you're going to have increased hospitalization.
Black people ought to get the vaccine first. The governor of the state of New York saying, you tell me all across this nation, red alert, the zip codes that have predominantly minority communities, low income communities, and I'll tell you where you're going to have the most COVID cases, etc. And so I am directing all local governments to test in low income communities. And he just said minority communities. He's saying that's where you need to focus your testing. Now, listen to this. I want you guys to understand this, man. You know, and everybody's been saying, well, we're not racist, we're not racist. All right, put your money where your mouth is. You know, I'm trying to give a warning here. I want you guys to see this. Look at what this guy with Trump says, okay? Listen to this. Okay, this is the president of the United States.
Thank you.
Listen to this.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. And I didn't develop the plan. I'm just relaying information here. But this is a plan that's a 57-page document that was sent to every state today. And there's a different part of this that was given to Congress today. It was released by HHS. It's on the website. And in fact, I thought it was covered actually by the media, so I don't think it's a surprise, but it's a comprehensive plan. It's a public-private partnership to get everything done in terms of logistics, the IT that's necessary to trace the first dose, because some of these vaccines are anticipated to be 2 doses. There's tailoring, of course, by the states and their specifics, and there's an administration of the vaccine plan that will be done in over 51,000 outlets, including
51,000 outlets to be administering vaccine. Listen to this.
For particular attention to minority areas.
Particularly paying attention to minority areas. Now watch Trump's reaction after he says that.
Over 14,000 federally qualified health centers. And as the president just said, within the first 24 hours of...
Within the first 24 hours, man.
FDA's approval under an emergency use, we will have vaccines being delivered within the first 24 hours.
So, vaccines being delivered, particular attention to minority communities. We just heard Melinda Gates say black people ought to get the vaccine first. They're focusing on minority communities. This is the freaking president of the United States here. Within 24 Operation Warp Speed, where he's going to use the military to deliver this vaccine, and he says that it should be ready, he thinks, by November the 3rd, or around that date. Some are even saying October. I'm trying to give a warning here, man. And this is not just in the United States. You know, they're focusing in on low income or minority communities elsewhere as well. That I'm particularly giving this warning to people in the United States. The freaking military, man. Trump says the military is ready to deliver the vaccines across this nation within 24 hours of it being released by the FDA, approved by the FDA. And they're saying, listen, man, this is so serious, guys. I'm telling you, man, we just don't understand the magnitude of what's going on. Look at this. Listen to what she says.
Really, it's going to be black people. If we can use that data, then we know to say, okay, this is where we need to make sure we apply the resources, and quite honestly, apply the vaccine first.
The data she's talking about is the data that they gather with the census. The question proposed was, why do you need deaggregated data? Listen to this.
A when, not an if. And with that in mind,
next big wave.
Listen to this.
That is going to be really, really important and continue to be important through the fall when we see this next big wave of this epidemic.
So this is them saying this fall, okay, this was recorded, I don't know, I put this out in July. So now we're in October. Now the fall has set in. The fall began September 22nd. And so they're letting you know ahead of time, this fall, there's going to be another huge wave.
This epidemic.
So what we've heard.
Important through really important and continue to be important through the fall when we see this next big wave of this epidemic.
So they're letting you know ahead of time, man. They're planning for the fall. That's when the big wave is coming. That's when Trump's saying the vaccine ought to be released. Oh, and then within 24 hours, they're going to deliver it, and special attention on the minority communities. And black people ought to get the vaccine first. And, you know, everybody fill out your census, which they're going to ask you about your race.
Date of birth and age, Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish origin, and race.
That was the official official website, government website for the census.
One day, Jesus is coming. You may be at church. You may be at work. You may be asleep. God grant that you will be ready when he makes his personal appearance.